What's up, guys? Man, things are getting weird. Oh, man. I just got off the phone today with, can't say who, but a couple of airgun manufacturers, and it's getting thick, y'all. These tariffs are possibly the beginning of the end for what I would consider the golden age of airguns. So sit down with me. This is going to be a little bit of a different video. If you can't tell, I'm out here with a cup of coffee, no sunglasses on, just me, you guys hanging out. We're going to talk airguns. Like I say, I just got off the phone with a couple of different airgun manufacturers today, and all I can say is, without mentioning any names or brands or models of airguns, I can say that things that used to be like $400 or $500 are now going to be like $900 or over $1,000 for the same exact products, thanks to these tariffs that we've got going on. So between that and between regulations that have been, obviously, government loves to regulate stuff. All the gun grabbers love to push their rules and their agenda on us, and so there's lots of different airgun regulations popping up all over the place. People are worried about our freedoms and our ability to freely acquire and use these airguns as we so choose, given different localities. So with all of this that's going on, I thought we should open up the discussion, and I should add my 2 cents. You guys can pop down with your 2 cents in the comments, and we can have a little bit of a talk here about what's going on with airguns and the future of airguns. And I feel like for a while now we've really been living in what I would consider like the golden age of airguns. The technology has been improving like dramatically. We've been getting better and better and better airguns year over year, more accurate, more powerful, just cooler airguns, right? And we've been living in this era where you can pretty much freely acquire airguns. You can order them, get them shipped directly to your door. Most states and localities have limited or no requirements or legislation, legalities, laws regarding airguns and airgun usage, and even felons can get an airgun. I'm not necessarily in favor of everyone who breaks the law being able to grab an airgun, and because that's kind of scary, right? Go out and do something stupid with it. But I am in favor of every American being able to exercise their Second Amendment right. And so for those that have had that sort of stripped from them but are still law-abiding, productive members of society, I think that airguns are a cool way that they can still arm themselves, can still get out and do hunting, shooting, all of that cool stuff, because felons can purchase airguns. So, but all of that is changing right now because what's happening is with these tariffs and the price increase. So, like I said there, airguns that used to be maybe, $400, all of a sudden overnight they're going to be $900 plus, if we can even get them anymore. What's going to end up happening is a lot of these manufacturers, distributors are going to say, like, what the heck's the point? We've got no margin left here, and not to mention people are not super likely to pay double the price for something, just overnight. So I think this is going to be, you're going to see it, guys. This is going to be a big deal in the airgun industry. It might not be a permanent thing as far as the prices go, but I think this is going to affect a permanent change just across the board. Like I say, join the conversation down below. Let me know what you think is going to happen with higher prices, more regulations, and just our ease of access to getting airguns is now going to be majorly restricted. Not every airgun comes from China, obviously, I know that, but there's a lot of, especially the airguns that are in that budget category, you know, that do come from China. And what kind of sucks about that is just that the guys generally, you know, buying those budget air guns are the guys that are thinking, heck, you know, let's give this a try. It's only a couple $100, 300, 400, 500 bucks, maybe tops. Let's give this a shot. Try out air gunning. And so after they buy those Chinese air guns, I mean, you guys have been in this game for a while. You know that those oftentimes aren't necessarily the best. They're good. Some of them can be even great, but they're not obviously the best you can buy. And what is sort of the natural progression is that if you get into a hobby and you start to really get serious about it, you progress through and you end up wanting to get the best or get better, and better and better and better as you go, right? Not only in your skills, but in the products that you're using. So I think that this is going to change how that works even. I mean, we're going to see less people entering into the sport because those budget-priced air guns might be a thing of the past, at least for a little while. Now, from what I can see or what I've heard, it seems like some of those higher-end air guns are not going to be as impacted by these tariffs, by what's going on with the price changes and everything right now, at least right now, currently. You know, that could all change overnight. But right now, it's mainly going to be, you know, just these Chinese air guns that we've all been used to getting for budget prices and being able to modify and have a lot of fun with. And, you know, like I say, get some of those entry-level guys started into the air gunning community. Well, that's all going to be, at least for now, they're putting the kibosh on that because they're not going to be budget air guns anymore. So what do y'all make of all of this? Is this the end of the golden age of air guns? Has this even been the golden age of air guns? I mean, I believe it has been. But I guess the bottom line is that if you are on the fence or you've been like thinking, should I get XYZ air gun? I would say absolutely yes, if you can. Right now is the time, you know, before like literally like tomorrow or the day after, prices could skyrocket through the roof. I mean, I literally, this is crazy what's going on right now, because the supply is going to just be absolutely ate up and there's not going to be any more supply. The demand is still going to be there, but the supply is going to be gone, at least temporarily. So this, I guess, would be cool for those guys that are trying to sell air guns on like Airgun Nation, which I do from time to time. So if you guys are looking for air guns, you can pop onto Airgun Nation. It's a forum. They've got a used air gun section on there. You can go and check out what just guys like you and me are trying to sell and list. They got air guns, scopes, all that good stuff listed on there. But as far as just buying brand new air guns, that's going to be kind of, I think, a tricky bit here for the next little while. So I mean, if you're thinking of getting one, and you got the money for it, man, hit that buy now button, because heck, you could probably buy some air guns and then in a couple of weeks literally turn around and flip them for more than you paid for them, just because people aren't going to be able to get them. So I guess that's it, guys. I, you know, just wanted to sit out here, drink a cup of coffee with y'all and just let you know, man, these tariffs and our Chinese air guns, woo, it's going to be rough. Thanks for hanging out. If you like this video, I don't know why you would, because it was kind of boring and just me sitting here talking. But if you did, hang out with me some more and check out one of the other couple of videos that I've got up on screen where I'm actually shooting something. And until next time, shoot straight, stay free. I love you guys.